All right. I don't know if I'm live. I guess I should check and see if I'm live. Okay. I guess I am. I don't see myself moving. Oh, it's a delay. It's a delay there. Okay. All right. So I'm here. Not sure if I am live or not. Um, Show comments on stage. I guess so. Okay. All right. All right. Let me check and see if I think I'm live here. Am I live? If y'all can hear me, let me know if I'm live on the chat. And it's showing like delayed. Let me check on Facebook. Okay, I am live on Facebook. It's showing like the delay there. Okay. And then YouTube. Let me check YouTube. I'm a little early because I don't know what I'm doing. And so since I don't know what I'm doing, I'll just say let me come on early and figure it out first and see if I'm live. Let's go over here and see if I'm live. Oh, I look good. Thank you. You should do StreamYard. Am I delayed, T? Am I delayed? Let me know if I'm delayed. All right, let me get on TikTok. I'm gonna have to do that from my. So my girlfriend and I got dressed up and went. Okay. I'm gonna go. No, I'm good. Okay. You should do it, T. Don't you go live? You go live all the time now. I'm gonna have you come on and do one with me. Okay, now I'm going live on TikTok. Okay. All right. Well, welcome. Thank you all who are early. I am trying to figure it out. So I'm trying to come on early enough to do that. And so a TikTok, you're here and everybody else is here. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. That way I'm looking at everybody. All right. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I'm gonna take my glasses off. And I'm so excited. This is like the best thing because anybody who know me know I love to talk. I just like to just yap and talk about everything and talk about things. And so yeah, I probably gotta put my glasses on so I can see what y'all saying. You be jumping. That's too much. Yeah. So StreamYard allows me. I should be right now on Facebook. I should be on Instagram. I should be on YouTube, and then on my phone, I'm on TikTok because I don't think StreamYard lets you do TikTok. So yeah, it's allowing me to be on everything, and I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I'm gonna get it where don't have the logo and everything, but right now I'm just testing it out because I definitely want to get to know the people that come and look at my post, and I want to. There's things that are going on in my life that I want to share and I want to talk about. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I decided to do it at night because a couple of people I was talking to was like, "Girl, honey, that 7 o'clock in the morning ain't me." Now, see, I don't have to be to work until 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that gives me time to do my makeup, and I do my makeup in the morning. So I was like, okay, that's probably the best time to do a live. But A lot of people let me know that 7 o'clock and then 7:30 in the morning was not it. It was not it. So on TikTok, if y'all can hear my fan, let me know if the sound is good. Or if anybody is having, if there's any sound issues, let me know. So thank you for all the early birds for checking me out. Tonight we're going to talk about what's really happening and why you're seeing me so much on social media. And hopefully it will help encourage you. Not just in coming along and joining the ride and jumping on the bandwagon with social media, but just in your life, like things that you want to accomplish, things that you have been scared to maybe do, things that you haven't been encouraged to do. I'm all about encouraging people. I am all about, hello, everybody that's joined. I am all about encouraging people. So when you see me and you see me talking, I'm either going to be teaching or I'm going to be lifting you up. I'm not trying to tear nobody down. That's not my goal. I want to encourage. And so tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing, why you're seeing me so much. What is this whole super glam life that I keep talking about? I'm going to talk a little bit about me, who I am. So that's kind of what we're going to start with. And then I am going to just open it up to anything anyone wants to talk about. We can chat. We can chat. Now, I'm not going to invite people today because I'm still learning. So thank you so much for being patient. And make sure y'all hit the hearts and the likes and join the comments and talk. Okay, engage. This is interactive. That's why I wanted to go live. I didn't want to just be, in front of people talking. I wanted to actually interact. And I'm gonna keep my glasses on. I'm so sorry for the glare. But she can't see. She can't see that well. No, I can't. I refer to myself in third person sometimes. Okay. All right. So it is 2 minutes to start time. And I just I look, I want to do the romper room and say hi to everybody by name. But if I mess y'all name up, y'all gonna get upset. If I mess it up, y'all gonna get upset. Okay. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about motivation, transformation, evolution, all the fun things, all the fun things. And then next week, I'm going to experiment in inviting guests because I want to talk to people. All right. So I'm going to take this moment. We're about 2 minutes early, but I'm going to go ahead. There's people here. I'm going to go ahead and invite you to get to know me a little bit. So I am Nia, but I go by Super Glam. I go by Super Glam. Yes, motivation. Okay. I go by Super Glam. And so today I'm going to talk a little bit about why I go by Super Glam. Like, who does she think she is going by a name that is so big? Well, that's why, because I'm large and in charge. I've always had a affinity for glamorous things. I've loved the not luxury, but pretty things, glamorous things, elegant things all my life. And so when I was in high school, I think it started in high school. So anybody who know me, y'all can need amen in the comments. If high school is when I started being who I am today. Okay. But it started in high school. I just, I said previously, I couldn't find the clothes that I wanted. I didn't know how to invoke my style. I had, I was a weird one, right? My family, anybody who knows my family know that my family, they dress to impress. They walk in a room, they're there, okay, from head to toe. They're going to express themselves, and they're not ashamed to express themselves. And I was trying to figure out how to do that for myself. And a lot of times when I first started, I like developing my style, I was really just copying what I saw. And I didn't even know about the world of fashion. I'm trying to think, when did I start finding out about fashion? I don't even know. I promise you, I don't know. Maybe it was like on MTV or VH1. Yes, that's my age, y'all. That's my age. I ain't ashamed of it. VH1 and MTV. I think it was. I think they had like different fashion specials. And so I started learning about the different designers. And a lot of my cousins would wear like Tommy Hilfiger, trying to think what else is it, Baby Fat and stuff like that. And it didn't come in my size. It didn't come in my size. And so I wanted to have that look, but I had to make it. I had to make it work. I had to make it happen. That's back in the day when we used to cut up. How many of y'all used to cut your jeans up and tie dye your clothes and put pins in it and decorate and paint your pants and stuff like that? You should always say, yes, my family is fabulous. You fabulous too. Y'all check our page out. Put your information there. If y'all have social media, please put it in the chat so people can support you, and put what you do, like what your niche is or the things that you do. And so back then, I really didn't have I didn't have an understanding of what my style was. I knew what style was. I knew what fashion was. I knew what would get um, responses from everybody else watching my family, but I didn't know. Yep, I did. I'm gonna get to that. We'll get to that. He was one of my first models. Yes. So I knew what that, but I didn't know what my style was. Right? I didn't know, and if I'm talking loud, let me know because I'm loud. So I started learning about fashion and where fashion came from. And that's when I decided I was going to be a fashion designer. Now, my first taste of the industry was my aunt. Two of my aunts had hair salons, and I had a chance to like be up under one of my aunts and just be. I used to be there all the time. I used to just always be at her salon, whatever salon she was in, wherever she was doing hair. I was up under her, and I was watching, and I was looking, and I would go in and I would take like the pieces of hair and I would try to make my own hairstyles. So anybody who knew me in high school, you knew I used to come and my hair be looking all types of ways. I'd be trying to figure stuff out. I thought I was going to go to Barnum Brothers, the hair show, because I was really trying to do some stuff. Okay. I was always creative with my hair because at that time, like I was saying, that was the only way I can express myself was with my hair. And I didn't do makeup yet. I think I was playing around with makeup, but I didn't have like a makeup slate at that time. So I don't know how many of you found or even knew what your look was going to be in high school. If you did, put it down in the chat, like what your look was, maybe the things that you were into, things that you thought were fashionable. This is a conversation, so I want you to, really, really engage. Okay, not just me talk, but engage. So around that time, again, we didn't have the plus size models that we had. We didn't have the positivity movement. We had none of that. Okay. I was just a big girl trying to be fly. And then I had an opportunity to start going to school and looking into what I wanted to do. And I started looking into fashion. I started doing fashion. I got you, T. I got you, girl. We're gonna go over stuff like that, but also, hit me up. Hit me up. And so I went to fashion school. I went to school during the summer. They had like a summer high school program, and I went there. And the people there, honey, those designers, they was paying for their friends to go. Like these kids were skilled. These kids knew how to draft a pattern. They knew how to sew. They knew how to tailor. They knew how to illustrate. I know nothing. Okay, I was a little girl that just drew little doodles, and I didn't know nothing. But I had an opportunity. I went, I think, 2 or 3 summers to the Fashion Institute of Technology for their program, because if you continue with their program, you were able to get in and you didn't have to go through all the rigmarole to apply to the school. And so that's what I did. But towards the end of that, I realized I was not like, I did not equal up to the talent that was there. So I decided I wanted to stay closer to home, and I went to the Art Institute of Philadelphia. And Art Institute of Philadelphia is where I met a lot of the people that have really influenced my life and changed my life. So I say all this to say, I'm in a stage now in my life where I kind of lost, like I would say maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I kind of lost what my style was. Um, and really kind of realized I didn't really have one. I just was a copycat. So if y'all are a copycat, it's okay. If you're looking at other people's style and copying it, that's not a problem. But I didn't want to do that anymore. Plus, I lost a lot of weight. You'll hear me talk on my channel about my weight loss. I lost over like 165 pounds. I was bedridden. So, and I'll talk about that journey. So now I had a new body. Well, it was really like my old body because I gained so much weight. And I didn't know what my style, I didn't know what my look is. And now we have all these wonderful stores. We got Torrid, we got Lane Bryant, we got Cato, we got Fashion Nova, we got Shein, like everybody doing the plus size girl. And so I was like, okay, now I have to try to develop a style. Like, what do I want to look like? And then I'm like, I don't know how many really know me, but I'm 48 years old. Let me take the glasses off. I'm 48. I don't know if I look young for my age or not. I pretend like I am. I look young for my age. A lot of these people out here, like, it's hard for me to even tell if I look young for my age because my mom is at a certain age and she looked like she could be my sister. My sisters at a certain age, like, up there, and they look like they could be my friends. Like, though it's hard in this melanated community to really know how old people are or if you look young or old. But I feel young. And my sense of style is crazy because like I like to look like I'm dressed up like cosplay every day. Like cosplay is probably my everyday slay. When y'all see my pictures, y'all will probably be like, "Oh, she dressing up." No, 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 no. I'm not dressing up. It's not costume. I'm really that's what I'm really wearing that day. I think yesterday, if y'all saw my I try to post what I wear every day. I wore a bow, like a hair bow, and I wore like a jean jacket with pearls on it, and it was people probably thought I was dressing up. Anyway. Oh, thank you, girl. I'm proud of you too. I can't wait to get on there. I can't wait to get you on here and do an interview. So let me get to, we're 8 minutes in. Let me get to the root of what I want to kind of touch on. Why I felt I had to transform myself, because I wasn't living authentically to who I was. I was trying to be somebody else. That's number one. Number two, I didn't know who I was. Right? I didn't know who Nia was. And so there was a time in my life where I used to go by Supermodel, SUPPA, because Supermodel was taken. Of course, there's a bunch of supermodels, but Supermodel wasn't. So I used to go by that because everybody used to tell me, girl, you should model. And I was like, model where? Because back then they had no plus size like that. So, and then I'm super size. Like, I'm not even plus size. I'm SSBBW, okay? I'm a super size. Anything over, I think curvy is 12, 14, maybe even 16 if you're tall, if you're 5'9". And I think plus or BBW is 16, maybe 20 to 22, 24. But once you get 28 and 30, honey, use the SSW. Use a super big, okay? So I was a super big, and wasn't nobody putting me on no runway. Okay? It wasn't nobody put me on no runway. Not with my thick ankles and all these hips. So I was like, I can't be nobody model. I didn't even think of myself like that, but I took the name because I thought the name was cute. So yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself. And I would look at other women that were like plus size, but again, I didn't look like them. Just recently, I would say in the past 3 years, I've been seeing women that are my size get on social media and really show their stuff. I mean, it took almost 2 years for me to even do a full size body picture. So now we're 10 minutes in. And thank you for everybody that's here. Thank you for everybody that's watching. I appreciate you with all my heart. I ask that you stick around, talk, communicate, let me know what you're kind of vibing with and what you want to talk about. This talk is really about transformation, evolution, motivation. That's kind of really where we're going. I want you to like, okay, share, comment. It really will help me. I'm trying to grow my audience because I really feel like I have something to say. I think I've been through some things and I want to share the story. I don't want to hide it anymore because even if you're not dealing with being plus size, even if you're not dealing with having self esteem issues and things like that, I'm sure you can connect in some way, shape, or form. And so I ask that you connect. All right. So I'm going to go back to where I started. Yes, I did not know who I was. And I just recently, I want to say this past 2 years, I started really going through a journey of getting to know who I am and not being a carbon copy of somebody else or trying to be somebody else. I think I was filling out something the other day and they asked me like, who are the people you look up to? I didn't have nobody. And not because there's not plenty of people to look up to, because it is plenty of people to look up to. But I just didn't have anybody. So, all right. So first thing, I just, I may get a little teachy and I'm sorry about that, but not sorry because I am a teacher at heart. Okay. So first, if anybody is in a situation where they feel like they really don't have a style or feel like they really don't know what their style is or know, or maybe you're seeking a look and really don't know how to create it, I want you to put in the chat me. Okay. Put in the chat me. And that's good because what that'll do is that'll help me reach out to you. And maybe we can kind of talk about how to do that. But put me. I am also I kind of started talking about myself and didn't stop. So my background, I am a licensed cosmetologist, licensed hair loss specialist, licensed hair instructor, fashion designer, and I am a training and learning or instructional designer, training specialist, and instructional designer. So I like to train in those elements. I like to train in hair, beauty, fashion, things like that. So that's why I'm able to help. Okay. That's how I develop my sense of style. That's how I develop my transformation. And I want to share it. I want to share it with you. So yes, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know how to find out who I wanted to be. Pinterest helped me a lot. So next month I'll be doing a special called My Pinterest Life. And I don't know how many of y'all actually use Pinterest, but there's using Pinterest and then there's just being on Pinterest and collecting stuff and hoarding. I call it Princess Hoarder. Okay. So I don't know if y'all are Pinterest hoarders like I am, or maybe you don't use Pinterest because maybe I'm just old. But I used to go on Pinterest and I used to like look up makeup looks. I used to look up hair, comb, everything. I have a whole collection of stuff that inspire me. All right. And so if you're a Pinterest person, go ahead and like, and put pin in the comments. So I know that you are pinhead. Okay. Like me. And if you want to check out my Pinterest, it is under Super Glam Life. And I will have a link tree where you can check out all of my socials shortly. All right. And so I went on Pinterest and I started looking at the things I was collecting. And when I looked at it, I was saying to myself, am I collecting it because I want to personally wear it, or I want to personally look like that, or I want to personally have that, or do I just like the idea of it? And then once I made up my mind whether it was something I wanted to do or if it was just something I liked, if it was something I liked, then I asked myself the question of why I liked it. Did I like the color? Did I like the way it felt? Like what was about it that I liked? And that helped me start develop knowing what my style was. Like that really helped me understand who I was. Okay. Hey, oh, thank you for joining. I want to say y'all names, but just let me know if I say y'all names. Y'all won't get mad at me if I jack it up. Tell me, please, 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 please. I'm going to say Books with the Suns. I'm going to say you because Books with Sunshine. That's what it is. Books with Sunshine. Letitia. Hey. Oh, I got to start saying people's names because that started something. All right. So, yeah. So I went on Pinterest and I did a analysis. I know it's a little nerdy. I can get a little nerdy. Okay. So I did an analysis of the things that I liked and why I liked it. Okay. And then what I did was I started making boards. And I started small. So if you're not a Canva person, if you're a Canva person, then go find you a Canva vision board and go ahead and plug the pictures into there. But if you're not a Canva person, you can go on Docs, okay, Google Docs, and you can insert a picture. You can download the picture. If you hit the three dots on Pinterest, hit download, and then go into the doc, hit insert, hit picture. Okay, you can put it on there. And start small. Like you can start with like 2 pages. 2 pages, you'll probably get like 8 pins on there. Start small. And start with, a board that's for makeup. And then if you want to get fancy, do a style board and then match the makeup with the style. And now you got almost a whole look. And if you're a wig girly like me, okay, this wig is going to be featured. You're going to see tonight. I'm going to show you the wig, not on this post, but on the live, but in my post, okay, on Instagram. I'm going to talk about this wig. But if you're a hair girly, even your hairstyle, okay, you can pull hairstyles and kind of put it together, okay. You could even put it on one page, the hair, the makeup, the look. And if you don't have that look, go in your closet and see if you have anything similar to it, okay. And then if you don't have anything similar to it, then you can go and look in the stores that you normally shop and see if you can find those pieces. Okay. Right. So hopefully I'm still on Facebook and I'm still on YouTube and I'm still on Instagram. All right. I definitely know I'm here on TikTok. TikTok, y'all, I mean, y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. All right. I don't want to make Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube mad, but y'all, they doing it over here. You got a meeting? Okay. Yes. All right. You use it both ways, but yeah, I have to do better. I'll text you. Thanks, T. All right. And so that's how I started. I started collecting style boards or making style boards, and then I would get like one outfit at a time. Another thing you're gonna see next month from my post is you're gonna see me do full outfits, full looks. I'm gonna go ahead and see and style my clothes in my closet because I was feeling like I had to buy clothes all the time because I wasn't happy with what's in my closet. So I decided to stop, using that as an excuse. And I went in my closet and I went and looked for those outfits, similar outfits on Pinterest, and I styled the clothes in my closet. So now I know when I go in what goes together and I can just wear it and have a look. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when I'm exhausted all those looks. And some of those looks I can't wear to work because they're like, why am I always buying stuff that's for like glamorous events? I don't know. I love it. I love it. So next month. Oh, good. Yes. Next month I'll be posting a lot of my wardrobe, and once I do that, then I'm gonna find a place to sell it so I can make some more money and buy new clothes. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, so getting back to developing your style. So that's kind of how you do it, and you try those looks, and you have to kind of come to a place where you're okay being uncomfortable. And that's hard, right? So you may not want to start with a whole new look. Maybe you're someone who wears a lot of separates. Well, okay, let's start with accessories. Let me go get a little bit more glamorous bag with a belt and a shoe that matches. Now I'm taking that simple look and I'm upgrading a little bit so there's not so much of a shock to my system. Some people can just do something dramatic and change and be fine. Some people, they can't. And so know yourself. And if you know that you're someone who, if you go from wearing nothing to now, like the other day, I had on a pink purple beret, that's going to be too much for some people, right? So start small, start with accessories. Go to Pinterest, look for looks that are similar to yours. If you are someone that knows someone on Instagram or TikTok and you like their style, it's okay to borrow their style. They're not going to be mad at you. In fact, they're on the social media so that you can see their style, and maybe their style will hit. Maybe it'll become viral. Maybe everybody will start doing it. They don't mind. So if you find a YouTuber, somebody that you like and you like their style, a lot of times they have the shopping link right there where you can shop it, or they have Google Lens where you can, you know, go ahead and you put the picture in and it will find it. Okay, it will find it for you. All right. So let me put myself on do not disturb. I forgot about that. All right. But yeah, so that's kind of how you start to develop your style. And then if you have a group of friends, don't ask them, like, what do you think of my style? Because a lot of times your friends may not have the same style as you. Some people may have a good group of friends and they have a similar style and they're okay with it. But don't ask your friends, like, how do you like my style? Don't ask them that. No, ask them, do I look fresher? Do I look more revived? Do I look more stylish? Does the joy of my look, is it coming across? Do I look happy in this outfit? That's the type of questions you ask your friends. Don't ask your friends, do you like it? Because some of they hate, sometimes they be loving you but hating you at the same time. Like they be like, no, girl, I don't like that. And it's not that they don't like it on you, they don't like it. Like they personally don't like red lipstick. It look good on you, but they be like, girl, I don't like that. So watch how you ask your friends how it looks, okay? All right, and try to have a budget. Like if you are purchasing things, have a budget. If you're a thrift store person, make it a hunt. Take a Saturday and say, look, I got this look, right? Make it a scavenger hunt. I got this look, and I'm gonna go to every thrift store. There's 4 thrift stores in my area, and I'm gonna hunt this look down because it's so satisfying when you're finished. Or go to Walmart, right? And say, okay, I'm gonna go to Walmart, or go look on Walmart's website, see if they have it, and and order it or pick it up. Okay, but do it. Don't be afraid. Do it. Freshen up your look. Freshen up your style. It's okay. Try new things. And if you have to try them incrementally, like little by little, then try little by little. Like I know people always ask me when I normally wear, like I'm wearing brown hair right now with highlights. That's not the normal for me. Probably people who know me are like, are you okay? This is mainly my corporate hair, but I wear color hair. So when I go out and people see me and they see me with pink hair or they see me with like blue hair, like, oh my goodness, I wish I could wear that color. And I'm like looking at them like, I understand. I understand. You're like, ooh, that look good on you, but it may not look good on me. So you know what I tell them? I say, get you some clip-ins and just put like 1 or 2 clip-ins like highlights in your hair. It's very easy. They got clip-ins in straight silky and yaki, and that's something that's coming next year. Super Glam hair, so look for it. Okay, I'll be able to hook you up with your clip-ins and your weave hair and stuff like that. But try a clip-in, try a wig. You don't have to wear it out, but maybe if you want to try a new style and you're not sure, they got all these apps where you can put your picture in and you can try to look on. Okay, you can do that. But please don't say, I just can't transform. I just can't change my style, because that's not true. Good night, Elijah and Isabella. Oh, but yes, you definitely want to try something new. It will make you feel so much better. And once you develop that style, you'll start to feel more like who you want to be. Your style will change the interpretation of who you are. I know once I started elevating my style and elevating and being more of who I wanted, self expression is what they call it, right? When I started expressing myself outwardly, there was more of a joy. I looked forward to getting dressed. Like, I'm still a larger person and there's still work that I need to do. There's still weight that I need to lose. But I didn't focus on that so much because I liked getting dressed. I liked getting up and putting myself together. It just did something to my peace. It did something to my joy. It made me feel so much better. And when I would go out, people would see that confidence and they would see that joy, and then they react nicely to it. So it's like a full circle effect, right? It helps you feel better, helps you feel confident. And when you feel better and when you feel confident, you'll go out and you'll do things, you'll conquer things. And that's another reason I said I was going to get back to why I'm posting so much. At the end of the day, I'm posting and I'm getting myself out there because I want community. And not just community in the space of beauty and makeup and hair and fashion. I want community with my peoples, all the people that friended me, all the people that follow me. I want to talk. I want to chat. I want to have conversations. And so, in order to wake the algorithm up to let people know that I want to talk and I want to chat and I want to help if I can help, and even friendships that I haven't had in a long time, or family members that I haven't had a chance to connect with, posting and getting myself out there is helping to secure that. It's helping to do that. And so that's another reason why I'm posting more, but also because I'm more confident in myself. And I think I kind of know who I am now, and I know what that style is. A lot of that did come with age. If you're younger and you're like, well, I don't have that. A lot of that did come with age. But if you start now, you won't have to wait till you're almost 50. You can do it a lot earlier, and you may be able to accomplish a lot more in life, because you have the confidence to be who you are. And so that's kind of really all I wanted to really chat about. I'm going to hang out a little bit more, kind of talk about some things I'm going to be posting for the week. So you can get behind it and help a sister out. Like the post, share the post, get it out there, share with your friends. If you're somebody who knew me from high school, hey, if you're friends with other people from high school, share with other people from high school. If you know a friend that's struggling with their confidence, struggling with their self-esteem, hey, share my stuff. Okay, say, hey, this lady right there, she was struggling with it too, and she's found some ways to deal with it. She's found some ways to kind of get herself together and empower herself, and she's doing it, and I want to encourage you to do it too. So that's really, really what I'm here to talk about. And that's tonight's Glam Talk. I'm not going to have you leave. I'm going to ask that you please go ahead and comment if this is something that you liked, if you like the style of the way I held the conversation, if you liked what I talked about, if you want to hear more. I'm going to do a series on transformation, like how to start. I'm gonna actually have it where I'm sharing my screen and you can kind of see what I'm doing and how I'm putting my stuff together. I'm gonna do some blogging where you can. I'm gonna go and show you how I shop. I'm gonna do a bunch of stuff. I'm really opening up my world and letting people in, and not hiding it anymore. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not hiding it anymore. And I'm inviting people to come along and talk too. So let's talk about what next week looks like as far as posting. Next week, I'm going to post my invite. And my invite is going to be you'll see the post of me inviting people to talk, right? Have like an interview. Um, it's really a conversation. It's not really an interview. It's a conversation. I call it a play date. And what I'm going to do in these play dates is if you are someone who's a makeup artist, you can come and you can teach us some things. We can play and makeup together. If you're a hairstylist, we can, maybe work on a wig together, or you can show us some tips and tricks. Okay. And if you're someone who has a book, you have a product, you have, anything you kind of want to talk about, I have a form that you'll fill out. That way I'm prepared. And then I can also know if it's something that fits my lifestyle program, because this is what it is. Super Glam Life is a lifestyle, and it's really about upgrading and updating yourself and transforming yourself to who you want to be. I don't like to call it a glow up, because to me, when I say glow up, that means I wasn't glowing in the first place. I may not have been, but I don't want to admit to it. I don't want to call it a glow up. I want to say it's an evolution of me, a transformation of me. So that's kind of how I want to structure it and how I want to prepare people. So I want to interview people who are along those lines of helping people do that, or maybe have their own stories of how they've transformed or evolved. So that'll be happening next week. I'll be starting my posting, like I said, my closet. I also have some looks that I'm finishing. I did a 5 look on palette, so I have to start posting that. I did the 1 look on YouTube, and now I have the 5 looks. Is going to be another video with all, I think, 4 of the looks. Okay, so you can kind of see what that palette looks like. Even if you don't go out and buy the palette, I want to encourage you, if you're kind of trying to play in makeup or try to see what it looks like to do an eye look, or what colorful looks look like. Um, I have hooded eyes. I have melanated skin. I have small eyes. I have no eyebrows, no lashes. Okay, all of that stuff. If any of that you connect with, you might want to watch some of my makeup videos. They're going to be on YouTube, and I will put little excerpts on Instagram and TikTok to let you know where it is. And I may do like little small features on TikTok. I'm also on Lemonade and Threads. How many of y'all are on Lemonade and Threads? It's lemon and the letter and the number 8, and then Threads. So if you're on there, go ahead and let me know your handle, so I can connect with you on there. Because on those platforms, I want to kind of see how the best way to use those platforms. I like them because they're a little bit smaller. So if a lot of these platforms are a little bit too big for you, you can check those platforms out. But stay here though. Stay on TikTok, stay on Facebook, stay on Instagram. Okay. But try those out too. What else I'm gonna do? We're gonna do some wig content. So it's gonna be the trifecta. It's gonna be beauty, wig, and fashion. Okay. I'm going to get into some lifestyle content around June and July. I'm going to be vlogging, going to places and vlogging. I'm going to be doing some home. Now, I live in a small apartment, but I'm going to show you how I remodeled the apartment budget friendly, not dollar store budget friendly, but like Amazon budget friendly, like with a budget of like $100 or $200. Okay. We're going to do some stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff coming up. You'll also see me talk about my weight loss journey. Okay. So if any of y'all, looking to know, I want to say, I'm not going to be someone that will give you advice, but if you want to come along on a journey with me, put weight in the chat. Okay. Weight, WEIGHT, weight in the chat. So I know those are people that were interested in the weight loss content. I'm going to do my food. I've been eating. Look, I got something right here. I'm going to show you. I don't even know if it looked nasty to people or not. But I've been eating these sandwiches. Oh, my goodness. I make these gourmet sandwiches, gourmet salad. This one is pumpernickel, salad, cheese, avocado, turkey, horseradish. I've been making these gourmet sandwiches. I can only eat like a half at a time. So I'll be talking about that. I've been making gourmet salads. I've been, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to share all of that with you. What else? Oh, movie reviews. I think tonight I may film some. How many of y'all like movie reviews? If you do, put movie in the chat. I'm gonna, talk about movies. So basically, Super Glam Life is really gonna be about my lifestyle, but how you can connect with it, right? How we can connect together and how we can support each other. So I think I talked y'all to life. If you liked what I was talking about, again, like, comment. If you didn't and think I need to do a different type of style, I ask that you don't be, harsh. I mean, I can take it. I'm a girl from North New Jersey. Like, I could take it. But if you can be a little bit more solution based, that will help. Like, girl, I did not like you going on and on about yourself. I liked it better when you were just teaching me about me. Okay, I get it. And then I will work on my balance of talking about myself and talking about, you know, I'm thinking about doing story time too. I'm trying to figure out how I can do story time and people not know who I'm talking about though. I got so many friends and family on here. They'll be like, girl, I know exactly who you talking about. You talking about Tyrone. Why are you talking about him on there? He gonna sue you. How do people do those story times and know their friends and family know that those are the ones that they talk about and not be afraid to get sued? I'll be clutching my pearls like, oh God, please don't sue me. I don't got nothing. So I may not be doing story times. If I can find a way to do it. Anybody know a good way to do a story time and not get sued? Let a sister know. Okay, let a sister. And then June next month we'll be doing my Pinterest life. We'll be seeing my Pinterest inspirations, and I'll be bringing them to life. So I said I was going to start. If y'all go to church, this is my third close. My third close. I'm coming around. Ain't no collection plate. Not taking up no offering. But thank you. Thank you so much for sitting with me. Even if it was just one. No, not one. If it was just one person, thank you. Thank you for coming along and chatting with me. Hopefully next time we'll have some more interaction, and hopefully I did manage to go on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We'll see if I accomplish what I accomplished. So I will see y'all again. I think Friday night. I may not do it Friday night. I may have to change my poster. I may do it from the car. Because I think I'm gonna be out. I may do it from the car. I may go live from the car. All right, this is my third close. My third close. I'm out now. Okay. Oh, you love the stories? Y'all, my husband on here talking about he love the stories. You want stories? I got some stories about him. Y'all want to hear some stories about my husband? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna call if y'all see Cat FF model on there, that's the mentor. I'm telling y'all, y'all want to change y'all life, seek her out, okay? Seek her out. My husband wants me to do story times about him, okay? So y'all, if y'all want to hear story time about me and my husband or relationships, okay, the ups, the downs, the middles, okay, we've been married. How many years we've been married, sir? We'll be going on 17 years. And so, we may have some advice, as we are coming up on these 17 years. If y'all want to see him on the TikTok, I think I want to do some movie reviews with him because our opinions be so funny. And my cousin wants me to do the movie. I wasn't going to do the movie reviews, but my cousin was like, girl, do movie reviews because you are anti. You cannot stand everything. I really do have an opinion about everything, and it's not always nice. It's not always nice. So the next thing you'll be seeing is this wonderful wig review. Okay. I want you to check it out. I'm going to post it tonight. And I look forward to seeing you again on Friday. Thanks, guys. I think I'm going to do my 14 flows now. Let's see y'all. Thanks for supporting me.